Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about doing a solo bike trip. Let's check it out. What's going on YouTube? FX Sales Brooklyn is back in the building. Coming at you from Lake Saranac. Is this not one of the most beautiful sights I've seen all summer? This is just too picturesque. Just look at it, man. The Dyna, got the flag in the background, the sunset, the lake. Come on, man, you cannot beat that. And today's just been full of sights like this. And yeah, man, I really am kind of grateful that I finally decided to do one of these bike trips by myself. My oh my. And yeah, a solo bike trip, what you're finding me on right now. You know, it's actually my brother, Vong Asphalt, the man in black, would always be encouraging me to take time to do some of these bike trips by myself. And yeah, finally did it. You know, finally did one totally solo, and I gotta say, I actually really enjoying myself, you know? I kind of thought I'd be feeling some loneliness, you know, missing my old man who I usually do these trips with, especially around here, which is one of the trips we did together. But I think there's some benefits to going alone sometimes. You know, I'm not saying do it all the time, but I think there's benefits to every now and then going solo. You know, because I was really having to change my mindset a little bit, you know, and be completely self-reliable for everything. You know, which is, you know, I do 500 plus mile days by myself. You know, that's nothing new. But when we're talking going overnight and everything, you know, there's like a different level of self-sufficiency that has to happen. And it actually felt really good, man. It felt good to not have the cushion of knowing, hey, if I overpack, I don't have my dad's bags to throw this stuff in, or hey, if something happens, I am on my own, you know. I gotta set everything up. I gotta set up camp by myself. I gotta take care of dinner by myself, all this stuff, right? And yeah, there's definitely times where, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you definitely will feel lonely. You're checking Instagram, you're checking your phone, but overall, I think I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm more just kind of feeling like it's like validating to know that I could do it by myself and handle it on my own. Because then, you know, next summer when I do the bike trip with whoever I'm doing it with, whether it's the old man or Vong Asphalt or whoever, I just have a new level of reliability and independence that I can kind of bring to the table. And at the end of the day, when you do these bike trips with people, that's what you want. You want reliability. You want reliability, right? And what's up, brother? And you gotta first and foremost be able to rely on yourself. And yeah, it's just I really enjoy the problem solving, specifically the problem solving aspect that comes along with solo moto camping, you know. And I also just kind of like the fact that I could do literally whatever I want to do when I want to do it, you know. I control the pace of the ride from start to finish. I control where I ride. I control when we wind down and head back to camp and go to sleep. It's really nice it's really nice and really freeing to have that level of control, especially for someone like me where I'm used to doing these trips with other people. Now, don't get me wrong with this video. I'm not saying that my preference is to do it solo. I would hands down always prefer to be doing this with the old man, you know. But given the circumstance where he's not going to be on the saddle for a good amount of time, you know, the situation kind of just presented itself, and it's like, if I'm ever going to do a solo bike trip without the old man, now is the time I'm going to do it. So yeah, I think it's a good practice if you're someone that does, you know, do long miles, if you do bike trips, right? To have that level of reliability and to put yourself through that challenge of problem solving on your own, handling the situation on your own, I think it's a good practice. To me, it feels really good, and I would recommend it. It's just a good little way to challenge yourself. But yeah, man, I'm cruising right now, you know, heading back through Lake Placid, back to camp, you know, gonna start to wind down for the night, go chill at camp, and then onward to the next day, man. Who knows where this one's going. But yeah, you know, if you've never done a solo bike trip before, it definitely takes a minute to work up the nerve to do it, but once you lay down that first mile and you start getting into it, and you kind of realize that everything you do is on your own terms, whether that's stopping to take a picture, stopping to pee, whatever it is, there's something that is very freeing about that. Alright, settle down, FXTLS Brooklyn. You are in deer country out here. These trees are awesome, man. Yeah, if you're in the tri-state area, I'd highly recommend doing a bike trip up to the 80Ks, which is what we call the Adirondacks. Very, very, very nice riding. Very, very beautiful. Excellent scenery. Excellent camping. And good food. I just had a really good barbecue dinner. But that's my thoughts on that subject, you know. As someone who is a huge proponent of doing the bike trips, try it on your own, you know? Give it a shot. I think there's a lot of benefits and a lot of growth that can come to doing it solo, so, and that's coming from somebody that's actively doing it right now as I'm talking to you about it, so I'm feeling good. I'm glad that I did it, so yeah. But I might be singing a different tune tomorrow because we're getting, like, there's some serious rain coming up here, and like I said, I'm tent camping right now, so I don't know. The rain gear is probably going to be coming on at some point. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got to say about that one. As always, stay safe out there, stay low. Do the bike trips, take time to do the bike trips solo when you can.